Guys, we got time, I think, for one more, and I think this would be a pretty good one. We'll save the other ones for another show. Should we expect premium materials and premium products from Hot Toys? Do rising prices factor into that at all? I've heard this kind of thrown around a bit, especially as of late. And the picture that I want to show, I think, is really why I think this topic was something that I think has come up again recently. And it's this.
Yep.
It's a cardboard box.
God.
So I said this in my preview video. I'm not the biggest Doc Brown fan in the world, so I got a lot of Doc Brown fans that did kind of a little bit come at me on this one, just because they were like, well, it should be better than like the materials, the holes in the head. I agree. And what I said basically was, I was like, look, the holes in the head, not ideal. It's kind of a shitty way to do it. It's pretty lazy. The neck, even there's like a neck peg that kind of shows in the sideshow video. Maybe it's user error, like Justin had referenced.
It's user
could
error.
It could be that, right? The cardboard box thing doesn't bug me as much because it still looks really good. And someone brought up a really good comment. They were like, is plastic really that much more premium of a material than cardboard? I was like, that is a good point, actually. I was like, is it really plastic that much more premium? It looks great. And as long as it's durable, that's really all I would care about. And it was supposedly listed as cardboard on the description. I supposedly heard Sideshow changed it at one point a little bit later after the POs went up. That's not ideal. But nonetheless, the fine print, it was kind of there eventually. So we don't read it. We don't read user agreements when we sign up on iTunes, like I referenced, right? We don't read those. We don't read the fine print. We just look at the figure and pre-order it or not. So do we think that Hot Toys, should we expect premium materials and premium products from Hot Toys based on the rising prices and just what they're offering? Like we've seen with InArt lately, the prices are a lot higher and we're getting quote unquote premium materials, real leather, die cast, whatever, right? Should we be expecting that from Hot Toys at the price level? So Justin, I'll start with you. I mean, with this cardboard box, did you care about that? Is it something that we should be expecting more from Hot Toys on? Is it a big deal?
I am one of the biggest proponents of the feel, a tactile feel of something is very important. So when, say, for instance, we get the hologram illusion Iron Man and the effect pieces are clamshell plastic, that's immediate, as good as they look good. But that's an immediately no situation for me. I'm like, oh, no, come on now. I can't really speak on the pricing situation because there are so many drastically different prices around the world. Like Sideshow is more expensive than local in Hong Kong. But still, even if you talk about the local Hong Kong prices, I don't think necessarily cardboard is the right way to go. Like, how much more expensive would it have been to cast this box out of plastic? Surely not that much.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. Does it bother me enough to say I wouldn't get him? No. And I think that's why they did it. Because they're like, come on. It's Doc Brown from Back to the Future 1. Everyone's been asking us for this Doc Brown. They're going to get it. We make this box out of cardboard. They'll complain for 5 seconds. They'll move on.
And they'll move on, yeah.
And they'll move on. And I think that's what's going to happen. The holes in the head, though, that for me is a bit of an issue. I don't mind the reused head sculpt. I'm actually okay with that because he makes that expression a lot in the movie. He does. He makes, and it works in certain poses. It works. But the holes, they should have been patched. Like
no doubt.
A little bit of filler in the mold, then cast it. It would have been maybe sense to do that little tweak, just a little tweak. Or even when they're painting it, they could just a little bit of filler in the hair, done.
Yeah.
He doesn't have glasses that you can even have him wear in this version. So, and they are quite glaring. They catch the shadow and you can see them. That's my biggest complaint. The cardboard box. Oh my God, he zoomed in on it. You can see them right now. You can see them. They're really obvious.
They are there.
They're really obvious. As for the rising prices, I've been keeping an eye on it. The prices are going up, yeah. And even especially down here in Australia, the price of things is getting quite astronomical. So I'll give you an example. In America, you can buy an iPhone for what, $1,000? $1,100, and that's expensive. People are real angry when the iPhone crosses $1,000. Here, it's $2,500, and it's not like we get paid 2.5 times. Oh, sorry, double.
Wow.
What you'll get paid. Our currency is on parity. Really, like a bag of chips is $1 there, it's $1 here. It's similar, so it genuinely is more money. But the phone is not more phone. So it's kind of that expectation versus what you're paying situation where it's like I'm paying $500 or $400 for this figure. It should be a $400 thing, but it gets convoluted because unlike with InArt, where they're distributing their own product, they get to set the price. Whereas with Hot Toys, it's got to go from them to a distribution to sideshow, and then it's like margin, and it gets more and more and more and more expensive.
Yeah.
So I really do not like the current distribution model that is in place, because 3.0 consistently their prices are excellent and they're getting better and better. Their Stranger Things line is really good. Their Transformers, the engineering on those Transformers figures are it's insane compared to like a diecast Iron Man figure. There are like thousands of moving parts on a Transformers DLX full diecast figure from 3.0, and they're cheaper. It's like, wait, what? It's cheaper, and it's still got LEDs, still got switch out pieces, and the engineering is even more advanced because that margin is just eating into the consumer price. It's just raising it astronomically. So I think we will probably get to a point where people are priced out, to be honest. I mean, they're getting to a point where a normal diecast figure is what, 400 or 500 US?
Yeah, probably like 425, probably.
Yeah, so that's in Australian dollars, to put in perspective, that's over $600. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When considering a statue, the entry level for a statue, even a high-end statue, could be within $300-400 of that. So then you're sitting here thinking, oh, I could have 1/16 scale thing, or I could go quarter scale, potentially even better.
Yeah. Well, it's true, Justin. And I think originally we all had the, well, I don't know if you did, but I know I did and a lot of others, sort of the hesitancy with InArt, because we were like, well, these prices are people are going to go for that, right? And then they start showing the prices, and there's a little bit of sticker shock to start. But then when you start seeing Hot Toys prices slowly creep up, and I'm like, they're not really that far apart at this point. I mean, they're not
quality necessarily, like, it's not on parity even, I don't think. Like, the cardboard box, InArt would never do that.
No, they wouldn't do that.
They'd get away with it. Like,
they probably could. Yeah, they couldn't, because they've marketed their product as something different. But I think along the way, we've expected a premium quality product from Hot Toys. And now we're in a position, at least with the InArt prototypes, where we're expecting something even more premium out of sort of mass produced, right? So Hot Toys has never been in that position before, as far as 1/6 goes, right? Where they're not viewed as the cream of the crop. Like, it's a very interesting situation, Justin, that I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen with that, because I mean, InArt better deliver on this Joker. We do know that. But Leal, what do you think, man? Should we be expecting more premium, materials and quality from Hot Toys for what we're paying, or are they still giving us good stuff?
They're giving us good stuff, but I think for them, they need to kind of readjust and regroup. Here's the thing: is because, like I said, there is competition out there, bro, and people are starting to lean towards competition. Like,
I might go and get it. And then I'll have a look at the box. So I haven't even seen the box. It's downstairs. Shall I go get it?
Oh, grab it.
Like? I'll go get it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that, again, they should start giving us more premium content. They should start raising the bar slightly. I mean, we're still going to buy them, buy from them. You know what I mean? It's not a problem, but I just think that they shouldn't take the lazy way out. You know what I mean? Stop doing it. I mean, high reference when we're talking about the capes, for Batman Begins or Batman Forever. If you're talking about the capes and the quality of capes, I think they should put more emphasis on that. You know what I mean? Give us quality stuff, quality pieces. Because the thing is, it's like, even with the wrist pegs, you have to be careful with those things that they don't break. Stuff like this with this box. Just making sure that it's, you're handling with care. I just wish that they would kind of think about those things. But like I said, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. We just got to kind of wait and see. But I do think they need to elevate. They definitely need to elevate more and stop taking. And the thing is, my thing is more consistency, bro. We need more consistency, plain and simple.
You got to put the stickers on yourself. God damn it.
See?
I hate that.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, they want you to do everything. That's not cool, bro. Like, especially if you're paying for it, like, literally, you can. I mean, it's not many stickers, but still, you still have to do.
Oh wow, Justin, hold on, let me solo you for that.
Damn.
Wow, you gotta put the stickers on.
I got shaky hands, bro. I do a terrible job.
Yeah, I know.
There are some
Me too, Nick.
Things. I'm not sure what those plastic things are.
Maybe they hold the case open.
Hold on.
Perhaps.
How does the cardboard feel?
They hold the case
open.
Oh, they hold the case open. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I wish this thing could stay open. Okay, so there's a crease along the back because it's cardboard. Obviously, there's a crease here. It actually looks. Some of these pieces are plastic, by the way. These little things.
Yeah.
All the additional pieces are plastic, and those things goes inside plutonium. I think also plastic. But this feels pretty low rent.
Yeah.
Mm.
See,
it feels very light. It's like extremely light. This weighs nothing.
If you put a fan there, that probably fly away.
Blow over.
The print is okay. The print is okay. But like, there's no definition. Like the silver, is on the same plane as the
exactly.
other. Like,
it's not 3D.
Depth.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure the prototype. I feel like it looked 3D in the prototype. I mean, I might be wrong.
Go back and look. I mean, it still looks pretty good to me from what I'm seeing.
From a distance, it looks okay. Yeah, I would be fine just playing this. It's just you can't keep it open. You have to use
that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
How does that work? I wonder.
Yeah, that's really weird.
I wonder where you put them to prop it. Like, I don't want to see them.
Well, to ask the question, like, would you guys? So what I'm showing on screen, Justin's showing the box, and I'm also seeing pleather. Like, if Hot Toys started doing real materials like real leather and not cardboard, would we pay more for that? Because we talk about rising prices and people being priced out. Would we want Hot Toys to do that and raise the prices on us? Leo, would you be for that?
We're already paying more as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's already
it would be more
price, like, but I mean, I think if the quality's there and people actually want it, then they will pay for it.
I don't think it's pleather though, by the way. It looks like a vinyl.
So
it's a vinyl.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think that if they wanted it, they'll pay for it. Plain and simple. If you want it, you'll pay for it, especially if it's better quality. There are people going to buy it, because even right now, people who are complaining about the box are still getting it. So it is what it is.
That's
people.
true.
People who are complaining about the splits in the head skull, they're still going to get it because of that DeLorean. They want that. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, Leo. The people are going to make, justifications for it one way or another. I mean, like, that low-key head sculpt is not quite as good as I wanted it to be, but with the helmet on, it's really good. But without the helmet on, I agree, man. It's not quite, but I still bought it.
Wait. He comes with 2 hands only?
Only 2 hands?
He only comes with 2 extra hands.
Really?
Only 2. That's it.
Yeah, he does. I'm looking at it right now.
Well,
wow.
That's interesting. Well, I guess what else would you give him? I mean, like, what other hands would be necessary?
Well, you could have splayed open hands for like hands on the hips, or closed fists when he's looking at his watch. He wants to. Wow.
Yeah, it's very simple, and it's $290 from what I remember in the US.
Way out.
The tools are not metal, and the pliers do not open.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I didn't know that.
I guess as long as they fit in the bag, but
the box looks great though.
Well, Nick, what do you think about this? Like, do you think Hot Toys should be upping their quality of materials? And would you pay more for that if they did that?
I think to an extent. I'm not one of the I don't think everything should be made of the material it should be. Like, I don't think the screwdriver. I don't care if it's metal. You know what I mean? Like, I don't not that I'm not getting at anybody before I'm not trying to roast anybody about it, but like, I don't think everything should be made out of the exact material. But like, like the car, like this box being cardboard, I feel like that's just strange. Like, I just think something like that should be plastic, because like, I ain't no like engineer or whatever, but like, I'm pretty sure plastic would last longer than a cardboard box, right? Like,
especially if it gets wet.
Yeah, if it gets wet. That thing gets
you drop
wet,
it in your sink.
Saggy. It's gonna start getting saggy.
It's gone.
Right.
Yeah. Like, and like you said, it's super duper light. So like, like, I don't know. What if I had it by my window and like they just I don't know. But and like, there's a lot of people in the chat like talking about like, oh, it's just the box and all that. And like, I know we're talking about the box right now, but it's more than just the box. I think it's like we talked about the whole stream, like capes and all that. Like, those are things that that should be better. Darth Vader, the DX Vader, would have loved if it had a leather suit. I think that's something like that is something we'd pay more. We'd pay more for a leather suit. I don't care about a box being die cast. I wouldn't pay more for a box being die cast. It could be plastic. That's fine. That's how I view it. I think it really depends on how critical the item is to something.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. We'll just to wrap this one up, like Lael. So say they did Darth Vader real leather, right? Mm-hmm. But instead of $330 on Sideshow, maybe it's $450.
I'd still pay for it.
I think I would too. I'd
still get it.
I'd prefer it,
quality,
really.
and definitely, even if they did that, they gave us some more, precise wired like cape. If they added like the LED plug-in USB for the light box, that way we don't have to keep, whatever. then yeah, all in. That's definitely, it's no brainer. I mean, I would pay for the quality, bro. I really would. Like, even if, like, say for instance, even if they had to update the cowl on the Batman Begins and they gave us two,
Yeah.
whatever. If the in a cape, if they actually gave us an updated cape, if the
Give us two
quality's
capes.
there, people would pay.
One wired, one not.
One
Yeah,
not,
that would be cool.
And people would basically pay for it. I know I would. I mean, because the quality is there, and I know that, and I think that you can't be scared to do something like that, especially if people are asking for quality. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is what it is. Yeah.
I don't like this whole shift towards like the minimum viable product.
Mhm.
Like back in the day when we had something, I hate saying back in the day, but when we had like a DX figure, you get both bases. You get a standard base and you get the diorama base because they knew they needed to go all out. Whereas with White Vision, his stand is compatible with a normal crotch grabber, but they only give you a flight pole, knowing full well that if you have him posed in flight with the clamp on his waist for more than 5 minutes, you're going to destroy that. It's going to dig into that suit. You're going to destroy it. But it's compatible with a crotch grabber. He should have also come with a crotch grabber. What's that? 10 cents? It's so cheap. Like, they should be going that next step. It's like, oh, look, I've got crotch grabber or a flight pole. Like, makes so much sense.
And you know what
The
I don't
original
like
Vision
about
had
that
that.
flight
Yeah.
pole though? I don't like about flight poles or for any of the figures is they over time it loosens up. If you pose it a certain way or it breaks, it is snapped, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it is so cheap. It literally is so cheap, man.
Yeah, that's true, Leo. Yeah, but you guys are right, man. Like, putting anyone in like any sort of figure in a flight pose with that suit like that, hell no, dude. Not for any lengthy period of time.
Nah.
It'll dig in eventually. It'll leave an imprint.
And they know. And they don't care. They're like, yeah, well, this is your only option. And for people who are new to collecting, like they don't watch us, they don't know. They buy a Superman or a Vision, they pop it on. They're like, oh, this is the one that comes included. You know, he was flying or just standing there with the clamp around his waist. And then they'll look at it in a week and it'll be destroyed. And they're like, wait, what? What the hell? What did I do?
Yeah.
Like, why did this happen? Because they don't know. Oh my God. Something just fell in the cabinet.
I heard
be
some
Loki.
tip. Yeah.
No, it wasn't Loki. It was the Steph's Breakfast at Tiffany's figure.
Are you not using stands, Justin? Is that what it is?
She's sitting on a chair.
Oh, wow. How did that happen then?
I don't know. She just toppled over and then knocked over Leon the Professional, which is nice.